Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and we got some catching up to do because it looks like the last time I did a Big Cat briefing was April 27th. I don't know how the time goes by so fast. I just got back from New York City. John Levy invited me to meet some of his friends that included Elliot Gould and a guy by the name of Bartha who was in National Treasure, and Charlotte Clymer and Wendy, who was the manager for Duran Duran and Guns N' Roses. And so it was a really eclectic party. And I hope to build relationships with some of these people. Like there was a woman there from Intel who manages 120,000 employees. Holy cats, how do you do that? So I think there's a lot that we could learn from each other because we come from such diverse backgrounds. But I was only gone for a day, so I don't know how there's like, what, 10 days missing here? I have had this terrible cough that's been lingering from when I had COVID a whole month ago, and I just can't seem to get rid of it. But I'm going to try and get through this. And there's so many great photos, and there's great stuff that went on since Give Day. We're going to be giving you an update on Give Day soon, so if you aren't on our mail list, you want to be sure and go to bigcatrescue.org/join so that you find out how we did for Give Day. And I'm out of breath even still. So first I'm going to go to Global Big Cat News. And this first one, when Paula is the person who does our Scoop It. So Scoop It is what provides this news section for Big Cat Rescue at our website, bigcatrescue.org. And she said, I don't even want to post this article because it's so wrong. And boy, she wasn't kidding. That reporter was really misled. And I wish there had been a way to actually reach them on their website, but they didn't have a link to be able to contact the reporter. So I did the next best thing and have tried to put it out there with a request that if anybody knows where this cub came from, to let us know. Because Tanganyika Wildlife Park is announcing that they just got a 3-month-old white tiger cub from Minnesota. Well, it didn't come from Wildcat Sanctuary because that's a real sanctuary, and real sanctuaries don't breed, buy, sell, or trade their cats. There's 3 that are like city-run, it looks like, places in Minnesota. None of them are places that I've ever known to breed white tigers, and in order to breed or display white tigers, you have to have, well, any kind of tiger, you have to have a USDA license. So I want to know, where did this cub come from, and why is it nobody wants to talk about where this cub came from? The only thing Tanganyika wants to talk about is, hey, let's breed white tiger cubs. Oh, that'll be so great. It'll save them from extinction. All of that is utter nonsense. And you can find out the truth at bigcatrescue.org/white-tigers. And you heard that thundering backing me up there. So if anybody knows anything about where this poor cub came from, you can do stripe matching from his face to see if this cub has been someplace else on social media, to find out who is breeding and discarding cubs to a place like Tanganyika. I'd really love to file another complaint against them. Baby Javelina, a bobcat, separated from their mothers in unnecessary rescues. So my guess is they're talking about when little baby wild animals are found by people, people immediately think that it's up to them to save that baby and rescue that baby. And usually the baby's mother's just busy hunting and will be back. If there's cases where it's extreme that the kittens are starving to death, that's a whole nother matter. Or if you know that the mother's dead. But in most cases, it's best to leave them alone. Their mother knows where they are and they'll take care of them. It's always a big problem this time of year because mothers are out doing what mothers have to do to feed all those hungry babies that were born this spring. 10 brands have dropped fur, wool, and exotic skins in the past year. That's fabulous, and that's at onegreenplanet.org. Eye of the Lion, Thrill of Op. Big cat undergoes cataract surgery. That's in India. Single vision sighted by USDA for big cat encounters. So it looked like there were a whole bunch of images online of them offering swimming with lion cubs, and lions hate the water. I can't even imagine how terrifying that was for the baby, and with a bunch of other babies. And this guy, Carl Bovard of Single Vision, he's been on my list forever. And if you go to 911animalabuse.com/single-vision, you can find out all about that guy and all of his citations. And it's over and over and over again. USDA goes there. He doesn't want to let them in, doesn't want to let them take any photographs. And he's been able to just bully them off of his property, apparently, until recently. And so now they've got some pictures to go on. And I really hope that they take some action, because usually these things result in at least 6 years of citations before USDA does anything. And sadly, by that time, the animals are usually dead from the mishandling that they get at so many of these roadside zoos. It's also a really good reason as to why we need the Big Cat Public Safety Act to pass, and there's some exciting news about that. There is a hearing scheduled in the House subcommittee, and that's coming up next Thursday. So today is May the 7th, and I think it's 12th is next Thursday. And they're going to be discussing the Big Cat Public Safety Act, and if they like it, then it goes to the floor, hopefully, for a vote. And so please, if you haven't done it recently, or if you haven't done it yesterday, please go to bigcatact.com and ask your member of Congress to champion the Big Cat Public Safety Act. And that does two things. It stops cub handling, which is why all these cubs are bred, used, and discarded. And it phases out private ownership, which is where these places dump their animals when they can no longer use them in many cases. Vancouver wildlife, bobcat caught on camera. So many people have cameras now, they're catching a lot more of their native wildlife. 7 things to do when you encounter a cougar. Yeah, the first one is don't run. BC cougars, conservation officers investigate poached kittens. Oh no. Found without their heads and paws. Oh, that's so disgusting. Lions, tigers, and bears. Wild in Country Gala roars back. Lions, Tigers, and Bears is welcoming friends, neighbors, and longtime supporters to its Wild in the Country Gala in Alpine, California. That is an accredited sanctuary, someplace you can feel good about going and supporting the animals. Upstate New Yorkers can't agree. What kind of big cat is it? I think that looks like a domestic cat to me, but we'll see. Complaint demands USDA revoke Pennsylvania's Claws and Paws roadside zoo animal exhibitor license. I absolutely agree with that. Mongabay's What to Watch list for May of 2022. Anything with caracals in it, I'm there, as long as they're not captive bred and exploited. Caracal, the opportunistic, Caracal, the opportunistic desert hunter. Yeah, they can really leap, and I see they caught this cat like right in mid-flight. That's so cool. Mountain lion spotted in Las Vegas neighborhood. Photographer captures tender moment between tiger mom and her cubs. Oh, so sweet. Researching roadkill to save an endangered cat. Can't quite tell what kind of cat that is. Tiger cub likely to attend boot camp from Friday. Former New Yorker welcomes mountain lion in his Los Angeles garden. It's got to be a culture shock. Florida panther spotted on security cameras roaming Polk County backyard. Means they're moving further up in the state. Maha, 2 men killed in leopard tiger attacks. Cub dies in rescue center in Chandrapur. And then I think we've already covered those back in April. And then I also saw that the Wildlife Foundation of India, Wildlife Foundation, WFFT, Wildlife Friends Foundation, Thailand, is posting videos and photos on their Twitter pages and on their Facebook pages of the tigers that they just recently got out of the Phuket Zoo. You guys might remember that you helped donate to that if you donated to Big Cat Rescue in December of last year. He's been trying to get all the tigers, 11 tigers, out of the Phuket Zoo since then. I think 2 of them have since died, but he's trying to get the rest of the tigers out. And we've agreed to send him more money when he gets the next group. I think I forget how many we said, 6 to begin with, and then we would send him some more money. So I'll have to look that up and see when he gets to that magic number that triggers a donation from us. So thank you for helping with that. Over at our workplace, there's so much going on. So we have all of these different groups that we keep track of on workplace, and that's how we stay up to date with what's going on with everybody here at the sanctuary. And so we have a group called the Appreciation Team, and they said happy anniversary to the following cool cats. Marie Schubert, 18 years she's been a volunteer. Can you believe that? Kristen Dolly, 11 years. Wow. Mai Richardson, 6 years. Woohoo! And Barbara Brooks, 5 years. Yay. June Marsilia, 4 years. Nisha Prima, 3 years. Julie Riddle, 3 years. Although I think Julie's been here longer than that because she used to come with her mom when she wasn't even old enough to be a volunteer. Emma Dallas, 2 years. And Barbara Frank, 2 years since her comeback. And she probably was here like, I don't know, 15 years before that. So thank you, everybody. And I had some news in rehab, which was that this little guy, Orpheus, is not doing very well. And it's because he has a tick-borne disease. When we picked him up, the lady that had called us to rescue him, he was in such bad shape that she was picking ticks off of him before we got there. And one of the things that he apparently contracted from that is pretty awful. And he's also dealing with calicivirus, which are ulcers in his mouth, which make him not want to eat. So he's under extreme watchful care right now. And then this little Missy, Summer Bobcat, she wasn't able to pass the fur and feathers on her whole prey, actually just fur on her whole prey. So I think the vet has recommended that she not get any more whole prey, which is just one more strike against her because she's not going to be able to survive in the wild if she can't eat things that have fur or feathers on them. But she had a lot of other problems going on too. So she has gone back outside and she's not in the cage with Autumn. Because of, I don't know for sure, but I think Jamie was concerned she didn't want to take any chance of anything that she may have caught from Orpheus getting to Autumn, who's getting close to being able to be released. So she's in the cage next door, which is Run 2. The enrichment team has been making such amazing enrichment, and it was all money themed for our Give Day, which was this past Tuesday. And so you can see in the photos all of the amazing enrichment that they've been making. And then the coordinator reports. Going back in time to where we left off, May 2nd was the first one after that. Nisha Prima says, for a change, we didn't get any afternoon showers. It was sunny all day. First off, I want to say welcome back, Ryan, for level 5. We are happy to have you back. We will be seeing your coordinator reports real soon. Today was ivermectin day, and the cats did wonderful, as usual. Breakfast was served by Kat, MJ, and Ryan, feeding the little cats. Beth Ann, Susan, and Jordan fed the big cats. Small cat cleaning crew was Susan, myself, Joyce, and Jordan. Big cats were cleaned by MJ, Kat, Beth Ann, and Ryan. During cleaning, the keepers took mosquito dunks with them and placed them all over the standing water throughout the sanctuary. It's a thing that kills the larvae before they become mosquitoes. Brittany took care of the rehab bobcats. Food prep got done before lunch by Diana with the help of the interns after cleaning. The freezers got organized for the upcoming meat deliveries. After lunch, enrichment and blood sickle cats got done by Susan and Joyce. Diana tagged along with them. Joyce and Diana made fresh blood sickles for the cats. The PM project was working on rehab cage number 6. The empty cage next to Cricket got worked on. All of the golf cart's batteries got cleaned and water was put in them. The day ended with MJ doing PM supplements, Brittany doing PM meds, and the interns doing chores. Thank you all for coming in and helping the cats. On May 3rd, Cat Lightcap said, the rain held off today. Rain becomes a big issue here. and the weather turned out gorgeous. Fred came in early to start it off with AM meds and supplements. Ryan did the diet supplement while Rebecca and Barbara took care of lockouts. Jenny helped out around the gift shop. Small cats were fed by Ryan and Jordan. Rebecca, Barb, and Nisha fed the big cats. After feeding, everyone headed out for cleaning. After lunch, the interns got some well-deserved cat time. They helped clean up the area behind the white tent in front of Duchess and the drainage ditch by the solar panels. Rebecca helped restock the enrichment cabin and made more blood sickles before going out to see the cats. Ryan, Jordan, and Rebecca wrapped up the day with chores. Safe travels, Rebecca. We're going to miss you. It was great being able to work with you today. Nisha handled PM meds and supplements and helped with the chores afterwards. That's it from me. Jordan Elaine on May 5th said, Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today got kicked off with Barbara doing AM supplements and Marie doing AM medications. Big cat lockouts were done by Fred and Barbara B, while small cat lockouts were done by Barbara and Susan. AM chores were done by the interns and Mark. Big cats were fed by Susan, Barbara F, Marie, and Barbara B. Small cats were fed by Ryan, Mark, Fred, and Nisha. Cat took care of the rehab bobcats. After everyone was back from feeding, they all went out to clean. Big cat cleaners were Marie, Barbara F, Mark, and Barbara B, while small cats were cleaned by Susan, Fred, Ryan, and Nisha. While everyone was out cleaning, Cat helped out by feeding the cats that did not eat their full breakfast and then cleaned the rat cages and did the food prep. Once cleaners were back, Susan, Ryan, and Nisha helped finish and clean up food prep. After everyone had lunch and nachos, thank you, Susan, everyone had cat time. Brian gave Susan a big cat operant sign-off, and then Ryan and Fred did the daily enrichment and bloodsicle cats. After cat time, the interns and Fred worked on Flint and Nabisco, the bobcat's cage, in preparation for them to be coming home from funcation. Fred did PM supplements. Ryan and Nisha picked up debris from the party house. The day ended with Cat doing PM meds and interns doing PM chores. Thank you, everyone who came in today. Last one from 21 hours ago, so that would have been May the 6th, is Lauren Grant, who says, Summer has arrived. Beth Ann came in early to do AM supplements while Afton did AM meds. Beth Ann, Fred, Barbara B, and Ryan fed the big cats. Nisha, Cat, and I fed the little cats. Jordan took care of the rehab cats at feeding time. Cat, Nisha, Jordan, and I cleaned the little cats. Barbara, Beth Ann, Fred, and Ryan cleaned the big cats. During cleaning, we got a mush delivery. That's what we call the ground beef diet that we have. Beth Ann and Barbara handed out daily enrichment and bloodsickles after cleaning. Cat did the meat inventory, and all of the interns did food prep after lunch. Cat, Nisha, Ryan, Jordan, and I started cleaning the drainage ditch behind Mouser and his bobcat neighbors. We made it from the wall to the barricade wire by Shiloh. Jordan did PM supplements and meds while the other interns got PM chores done. Thank you for everyone's help, and thank you for everyone who made Give Day so successful. Thank you to everyone who spreads the word about why these cats don't belong in cages, and be sure to spread that word to your member of Congress. If you are a U.S. citizen, please go to bigcatact.com this week and let them know that big cats don't belong in cages and you want them to champion the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Thank you. Mwah.